are live.
We are indeed.
Yeah. So it's a small group today so far.
Yeah.
Looks like, yeah. Oh, just one more fish is here too.
Hey, yes. Speaking of just one more fish, did you see any of the replay from last night?
I did not.
We did a tour at I did a late night. It was about 11 o'clock last night. And Jesse did a tour of his place, 170 tanks, and he's got
holy mackerel.
Five more racks I think 5 or 6 more racks he said he's building. He wants to have a total of 300 tanks.
Wow.
I was just like, my jaw hit the floor and I was like, whoa.
And this is all, so is it a shop?
I think he's turning it into a business, like an online fish shop. I believe you can let us know, Jesse, about that. He's right there.
Just very cool. Hey, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen P. Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. I'm only a little bit envious.
But he does all. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Last week we were talking about that permanent water change that permanent drain.
Yeah,
permanent drain system. So I decided I was going to actually move forward on that. So I sketched out a plan and put a parts list together, and it's all going to be 1/2-inch drip irrigation tubing and fittings and valves, so fittings. And then I went to Home Depot and started looking online, and this store's got some, this store's got some. So I thought, no, I just put in the whole order to be delivered on Home Depot, free delivery. And I got half of it yesterday. The rest of it's coming today. And I'm going to build a video on how I build this permanent drain system for that freestanding Home Depot shelf. I've got the 429-gallon tanks on the middle shelf, back to back. And then on the bottom I've got 5 20s and a 5-gallon shoved in between. So, hello, Maureen. Hello, Gil.
Hey, Gil. And there's Christine. Hello, Christine. Maureen.
Road curves. Yeah.
Audra Myers. Hello, Audra.
Yeah. Lurk. Feel free. Just same advice as what I said to Gil, Audra. Steer straight unless the road curves.
Yes. Be safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Bingo. Huh? Bingo.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm going to put a whole video together on that, including the parts that I'm using. I know, that'll vary depending on everybody's fish room and how they set it up. I built that one. I put out that video over the weekend, I guess, on that first permanent drain line that I built. I did a whole video on that way back. I think it was last May. And then, so I just did a little recap of it. And that's kind of leading into this video that I'm going to put together building this thing. So I got to go find my handy dandy poly pipe cutters and everything else, right? No glue, no muss, no fuss. And I'm going to set it up so I can plug a garden hose into one end to fill it and plug a garden hose into the other end to drain everything. And each tank will be have a permanent drain line hooked into it, each with a separate valve. So when I open that valve, it'll drain the tank, close the valve. And I was looking for some sort of filters to go over the end so I don't suck out fish or shrimp. Hey, Mike. And
got those intake sponges you can get fairly.
That's what I got. I went to Aquarium Co-op and got the coarse ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 10 of those. I think I only need 9, so I just grabbed 10 because I use them on my my AquaClear filters too. So like that, it should be fun. I love doing projects like that. And then over the tanks, I'm going to suspend the poly pipe, that irrigation pipe, with drop downs into each tank, each on their own valve to refill each tank.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So not too bad. It should work well.
Now, does it shut off when it gets to a certain level? Will it shut off?
No, it's all manual at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to stand there. You can't just turn it on and then walk away and then
No, because I'll flood the garage no matter what I do. So
Okay.
thank God for concrete floors, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'll still have to babysit. So and that's okay.
That's still easier than the other way.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier.
Yeah, than having to drag a hose from tank to tank to tank to drain them, and then a hose from tank to tank to tank to fill them. Eyeball Pirate saw the video I put out over the weekend about the permanent drain line, asking about, when I refill, is that cold? Hey, Jorge, is that cold water influx a problem? And I said, not at all. This is the way I always do it. I drain all the tanks down, and then I refill them all, and then I go through one tank after the other and dose them with the dechlor. And because somebody else asked me about that. Hey, Sarah, you want in? So somebody else asked me about that, about pre-treating the water, and I have yet to do that. I drain the tanks, I fill the tanks, then I treat. And I don't figure it could possibly do enough damage to the fish at all, in the course of an hour, maybe. So, I always I just dose after I'm all done. And then I also I use API, so I use their tap water conditioner. Then I put CO2 boost in all the tanks with plants, and then I put I use that Seachem Prime potassium, Flourish potassium, Seachem Flourish potassium, for an extra boost of potassium, because I've got those perforations in a lot of the leaves of Java fern and Anubias and Crips, in fact. So, I put a video up about that, I don't know, sometime last year. Curtis from Skull and a couple other people all chimed in and said potassium deficiency. So I started, double dosing on the potassium. And then I also fertilize all the tanks I use Greg Sage's Rapid Grow.
Oh, you got that? Yeah, I got that.
I've had that for a while now. And that's 1.5 teaspoons of Rapid Grow per gallon of water. And then it's one turkey baster squirt per 30 gallons of tank. I know.
I just use this one here. I just do a few.
Yeah, no, I dosed the full what he said. And so that's about 1.5 ounces of solution to each 30 gallons. And so I try and do that weekly, every 10 days, because it's also.
Have you ever used the API Leaf Zone? That's their fertilizer.
Yeah, I used to use that. I started using that originally. And I used that for, almost 2 years. And then I thought, well, I'm going to give Aquarium Co-op Easy Green a try.
Okay.
And I went through one bottle of that. And then I ran across the Rapid Grow. And the price was, it's way better.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I'll give that a shot. And so far, so good. And honestly, I don't think I'll turn back right now, because I think he sends it. It's really high tech. He sends it in a Ziploc bag. And I think it's about a pound of fertilizer.
Wow.
And it was, I don't remember, I want to say about $30. And I think that might have even included shipping. I'd have to go back.
It lasts you a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
A long time.
Exactly. So, and I use it in the tub outside. Yeah, so it's works well. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hey, Rainer, how you doing, bud?
I'm thinking I might have overdosed this one, because I used this isn't a gallon, of course. This is what, a quart or
a pint, maybe 16 ounces, or no, it's more than that.
Oh, no, it's bigger. This is kind of at least 24 ounces, if not 32. Let me see. What does it say here? It should say on here, actually.
Yeah.
Ounces. It's not giving me a number. Oh, 24 ounces up to this line right here. 24 ounces.
Okay.
And I used a full, like a tablespoon in here.
Right.
And just filled it full of water and shook it up.
Right. Yeah, in fact, this last batch was a little stronger because I wasn't paying attention when I made it. I use an old gallon milk jug. And he's still counting baby seahorses. Oh, and Christine's asking if a package came your way.
Not yet. I checked the porch. I checked it twice today so far when I first got up and then before I came down here.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't checked the tracking number yet today, so I got to do that still.
Right.
But it hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Home Depot delivery on the rest of it. So, yeah, so I mixed it strong. I think I double dosed this batch, and it's almost empty, the gallon jug. And then it gets to a point where I can't stick the turkey baster in the jug anymore, so I pour it out into a measuring cup and go out of that and just pour it off, so. And yeah, it's, that's what I didn't fertilize. I forgot to fertilize the tub outside. I don't know how much good it'll do. The water yesterday was 70 degrees. Oh, wow. So I know, and the one thing Sage doesn't provide is a fertilizer analysis. So what fertilizers are going into it?
Oh wow, that would be helpful. That would be very helpful.
It would, I know some nitrogens aren't really available in colder conditions, so it may be just a waste. But I was watching another video last couple weeks, and I may have saved it. I hope it was about how to make your own fertilizer. And you get all the individual parts at Amazon, and then you can mix it all, and they're all dry goods, and you mix all those together, and then you've got your own dry mix to turn into a liquid mix. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's important. I don't use CO2, but fish on tanks. Yo.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, so I don't, I mean, I make money with the plants in the tank, so I figure fertilizing is important, at least from my end,
if you have a heavily stocked tank though, Ron, you cut down on the amount of fertilizer, or do you still use the full amount?
Yeah, I'm just still using the same amount. I don't have. Well, do I have? Yeah, I do have heavily stocked tanks. No, I just use the same amount.
So I wasn't sure if that would produce enough of the nutrients themselves to the plants.
Might, but then anything worth doing is worth overdoing. I don't know. The couple of heavily stocked tanks are the ones with all those Mickey Mouse platies and the neon orange swordtails. So there's a lot of fish in both those tanks.
Here, Stephen P. says Craig Sage at least provides a ratio of NPK.
I guess I didn't. Was that on his website, Stephen? I guess maybe I didn't see it. Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Welcome in. I'll go look. I appreciate that. I'll go take another look. Oh,
I call him Master.
Or 10.5.14. All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks.
I don't know a lot about the fertilizers, to be quite honest with you. I just buy what people
NPK,
say.
Yeah, 10.5.14. It's always NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
Ah, okay.
So nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, because there's a K in front of potassium. That's the K. I make that up. But yeah, those are the three macronutrients, and then there's micronutrients, and I don't remember I used to teach soils and fertilizer, and I could go find it all. They're just not up here anymore. And then those are the what are they? The micros. Then there's the trace elements, little bits, important. Yeah, hang on, Sarah, give me a second. I'll put it in. I know you're just starting your day over there on the other side of the planet. That should get you there, Sarah. So, and there's still about midsummer or almost coming to the end of summer, huh? Because we're getting ready to come into the end of. No, it's still plenty of time before fall or before spring starts here, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Let's see.
I'm looking forward to spring and summer, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I won't tell you this.
Oh, what is that? Let me 77. Oh, you lucky guy, you. I tell you what.
Last 3 or 4 days, it got back over 70, and it has just been gorgeous.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cecil.
Hi, Cecil.
Wow,
How
77.
you doing?
That's about the perfect. I mean, yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
What are we here today? I don't even know what it is here today. I know it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
I got an order this morning for some dwarf water lettuce that's going up to some place called St. Benedict, um, Oregon. And so I thought, just for the hell of it, I'll look. And it's 29 degrees up there. So, and the guy actually replied, "Yeah, I know, huh, Christine." Um, he goes, when things warm up, I'll come back to you for some of those Mickey Mouse platies. Yeah, all right, thanks. But yeah, yeah, depending on how much volume. Yeah, I keep running out of guppy grass. But you know what? There's something I learned. I think maybe something came up. There she is.
There she is. I just added her to the stage.
Oh, no,
Hello.
no, no. Okay. Oh, good. Thanks. I almost hit the remove button. I'm like,
Ah, okay.
so, morning.
Morning.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
So I've got a 40-gallon breeder full of guppy grass, and then all those 20s with guppy grass. And the 40-gallon breeder, I've got heater in that tank. That's where Bob and Carol, my albino crebensis, live. And that tank gets packed like that. And I'm wondering so I bought heaters. I got heaters coming. And I would put heaters in all my guppy grass tanks, see if I can keep them filled out faster. Because that's been buying my fish food lately. So how are you?
Not too bad. How's yourself?
Fantastic. Another beautiful day in paradise. I'll bet it's almost as warm here as it is there.
Yeah. What are you getting up to? 77, was it?
Yeah, 77, yeah. I don't know what that
might be a little bit
translates.
warmer.
Huh?
I think 77, I think that's about 25 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, all right. I've got this handy dandy little calculator here. Yeah, 25 exactly. Nicely done.
Yep.
So tell us what's going on. All your tanks and.
Oh, not a lot really. Just, I don't know. Beginning of the morning here, so
Yeah.
bright and early. These guys have just gone on.
I love all your art. That's all yours, huh, on the walls?
Yeah, that's all mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, family. There's another thing we can do there, Ron. We have Fish Family that we can type that in. They give us the ratio.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. So yeah, we just been. I've been going on ad nauseum about stuff I've been doing. So I figured something else out. Bob and Carol, my albino crebensis, and I keep getting when they spawn, I get half albino and the other half are they look like species. And I think I figured it came to me the other day. I'm sitting there staring at him, drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. Bob's got black eyes.
Yeah, that's a leucistic.
Carol's got red. Yeah, Carol's got red eyes. Carol's a true albino. I think Bob is not.
I think my two females have the black eyes too.
They're the ones I sent you?
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I mean, they got I'm sure that they have predominantly the albino gene. Otherwise, they wouldn't be looking like an albino,
Right.
So that'll be fine.
Right.
No qualms there.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. That's all I got.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like that big tank you got outdoors, Sarah. Did you build that?
Yeah, that was the start of my fish journey.
That's just two big panes of glass between concrete blocks on both ends?
Yeah, pretty much just bricked it in. So saw some, I think it was like Asian style pond builds where they were using brick to sort of do it all, and then then started seeing other ponds where they had the window glass looking panes, and so just went ahead and thought, that'd look great in my backyard without understanding the whole fish part of it.
How wide is it?
It's 1.4 meters. So
Okay.
what's that? That's about
So about 40,
5 foot.
48 inches,
That's 1 meter is 4 foot, right?
a little over 39 inches.
Yeah, so it's nearly 5 foot.
1 meter is 4 foot, right? So it'd probably be
Front to back, right? Glass to glass, not the length.
Oh, so glass to glass is, I think it's about just over 50 centimeters, might be 55.
Okay.
So that's nearly 2 foot.
And how thick is that glass? I'm cogitating this. I taking all this in.
CC.
I think the glass is, I thought originally it was 12 mil, but I think it's only 10 mil.
Okay.
So 10 mil toughened. So it's just basically, you know how they've got like your fence balustrades, like the glass panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just panels of that I found off Marketplace and at the local, what do you call it, Home Depot style.
Sure.
store here.
Things. Yeah. And so it was, the glass is all polished on the end, so it's not, like fresh cut. So it's.
Yeah, no, all beveled, and then framed it in with some aluminium frame.
Did you say you didn't have the glass cut? You found it?
Yeah, so originally I found it. So I found 2 panels originally on Facebook Marketplace, and then when I actually built in the frame and put it in, my measurements were slightly off on one side, so I had to actually go and find another piece of glass. Which thankfully I did. So it's slightly only by about 5 mil, I think, different on one side.
That glass got to weigh a ton. Those big pieces.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy, so it needed. It was both myself and my dad that needed to put it all together. So just use your little glass holder things and put it in.
And silicone, huh?
Yeah, just silicone, just your marine grade silicone.
Right. Did you put anything under the edges of the glass where they rest on the base? Any kind of cushion, or is it?
No, so it's just on aluminium framing.
Okay.
So pretty much, like there was a lot of pond builds that I ended up finding from the UK, like a lot of their koi pond builds, they do the outside ones with the glass panels, and so they pretty much just silicone it in. So it's quite a fair amount of silicone that you use, and it just goes in.
Wow. All right. I was watching a video yesterday by these 2 guys called the Cichlid brothers. I don't know if you've run across them.
Oh yeah, those guys in Illinois. Yep.
Yeah. Wisconsin or Illinois?
Illinois, Chicago.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. They went to a place called Custom Aquariums, I think is what it's called, in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And it's like 3-year-old video. And they were showing the process for these custom tanks. The reason I asked then was because they used, those little silicone peel and stick dots that they put, so stuff doesn't hit, So they put those under the bottom of the tank. So it's actually setting on that, and that gives room for the silicone to go under.
Yeah.
Between where they fit together. So I thought that was kind of cool. So
there is a question from Hobby Town asking Sarah, is it brick or wood, Sarah?
It's brick.
It's not red brick, is it? Regular clay brick, or is it concrete?
Yeah, just regular limestone's quite a common.
Oh, all right.
material.
Okay, cool.
So limestone bricks. Then just cement it in.
Yeah. Hey, can we get Jeff? Can you find Sarah's channel?
Yes, I can.
Put it in the chat.
Sure can.
I know your channel is growing. I love your content, so I thought we'd try and get you some subs too while we're at it. Not like a shameless plug. I'm not above that. So Yeah, trust me. So, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think the first time I saw that was where your tank.
Yeah.
Were you on MC's live stream a while back?
Yeah, I was on MC's.
That might be where I first saw it, and then I've seen, just that one video you showed a couple days ago, the one you put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of toured all your tanks. I think it started out with your new IKEA build. I love that. Yeah.
Yep. There's a couple of them now, so filling the house with them.
Yeah. I guess price is right.
Well, the price works out really well. Like, I don't know how expensive the glass shelving is for you guys.
Right.
But a pack of 2 for the biggest size, which is what I used, I think it's $35.
Okay.
For the 2 of them. So you obviously need 2 packs and you'll have a spare left over. And then the side panels, I think, was $15 Australian for a pack of
Not
2.
bad.
So it works out. All the materials, I suppose, with the silicon, probably about 70 Australian dollars, top of my head.
Right.
Which is pretty cheap for the size tank.
Yeah.
For us anyway.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't seen that, go to Sarah's channel. Jeff put the link in, and check out that video where she builds that. They're IKEA glass shelves.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's kind of a cool idea, really. So
I wouldn't take credit for it. It is.
No, where did you first see it? On Serpa or?
Yeah, it was Serpa's that I saw, and then pretty much anything DIY hands-on gets my attention. So
cool. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Jody. I'm getting behind on everybody. Yeah, who did I miss? Lots of people. Branton, how you doing, bud? Hobbytown, Dean, hello. So like that, yeah. My brain just went away again. Give me a minute.
Going well, Brandon.
Are you? Yep.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just I wasn't sure if you were doing it or if I was. I was clicking on the.
No, my hands are.
Oh, I'm highlighting. Okay, I was highlighting. It's just moving so fast.
To my wrist. Yeah. So
I go to click on it and it snaps up. So it's like, whoa.
No, I'm not touching it. Yeah, it's moving fast. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Where was I? I don't know. My brain just went away. If you want to just.
Brian from Pepperland Cookie Products is here. Hey, Brian, good to see you.
Pepsi.
Oh, hey, Brian, how are you? But no, because David's not here. We're not going with the ARP thing, I guess. So you would be. That's okay. I don't know. I'm just, it's been one of those days. So the other day I went to my local fish shop. I had this 29-gallon tank full of fancy guppies, mutt guppies. I guess, but I don't know. There had to be 200 of them, and I just brought them all. I reached out to the guy at the fish shop. I messaged him, and he said, "Yeah, bring them in." So I put them in a big bag, brought them to him, and I ended up. He gave me a pair of, what do they call, Jeff? Kahuko?
Which one is that now?
The swordtails? Kahaku. Yeah, the koi kahaku. So that orange head, white in the middle, orange tail, and a male and a female. And then I bought a 10 ember tetras. And I put them all in that 29-gallon tank. I just wanted to clear it out and start over, essentially, and then he gave me this big wad of Valsinaria, and it was, runner after runner after runner. And I've got jungle Valsinaria. I don't know if you've got that, or I know Jeff does. I don't know if you have it, sir. But as soon as it runners, I mean, they're already, they come up right away. They're already. But this one, the leaves are maybe 1/8 of an inch wide, and only maybe 3 or 4 inches tall, and they're, and it's runner after runner, or like plantlet after plantlet after plantlet, and
so I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the outdoor tank.
Yeah.
Jungle Val has just overtaken it. Like it's just ribbons upon ribbons.
Yes. Yeah, I've got a bunch, and I started just leaves going over the top. I would just start pulling the leaves and popping them, and once in a while I'd pull a whole plant up. It's like, who cares? Because I'll grab a handful of the leaves away from the root and just snap it off, and then throw it in another tank and let them float until I get around to planting them into something else. But this stuff, it's a tiny Vallisneria, and I got to figure out which one it is. I really like it. I think it'd be really cool for, just like a more of a grassy, front end of an aquascape, for, I don't know, maybe if it gets thick enough, grows in on itself thick enough, maybe it's a good spot for fish to drop eggs in too, provide a little cover. So kind of cool. Yeah. Val is a sweet plant. Hi, June. Long time. And Mandy, did I say hi, Mandy?
I did for us.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, it's so I took this little black plastic dish about, I don't know, that big around. We had Chinese the other night, and so it was, the takeout dish. And so I just after I scrubbed it out, filled it with pond soil. It's like it's almost clay-like. And I screened it to get all the big chunks out and filled this thing with this pond soil and planted all the plants and then covered it with pool filter sand. And then just, and then I filled it with water to get all the air out and then just submerged it into that tank. And I think it'll just go nuts. And it eventually, I'm pretty sure it's not Sagittaria, Brian. I'm pretty sure it's not Sag. I have dwarf Sag, and it's very different. The leaves on this come up just like the Jungle Val, whereas the Sag they kind of come out more in a spiral, a rosette, where the Val kind of comes out flat off of each leaf. So that's mine.
So is it still straight or is it corkscrew?
No, well, I think this one's going to be straight, because they're only a tall. So corkscrew Val gets pretty tall also, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of different Vallisnerias. Vesuvius. I will look.
Why do people always say the tank is bigger than it is? I'm not sure exactly.
I can't even remember how to spell Vallisneria. Help me out.
V-A-double-I.
Yeah. I'm not very good at spelling myself.
Oh, there it is. SN. Yeah, it's the SNERIA. Vallisneria. What did you say?
Vesuvius.
Vesuvius.
And that is Vesuvias.
Images.
Oh, he says Vesuvius is in Echinodorus.
Yeah, Echinodorus. In fact, I just got some of that. A vendor on eBay. It wasn't what I expected. I think they were showing pictures of potted Echinodorus vesuvius, and what they sent were 3 little plants that had come off that flower spike that Echinodorus or sword plants grow, kind of like spider plant. They shoot out a runner with little plantlets, and they'll flower along that as well, and they'll even set seed. So anyway, they were 3 little pieces, and I thought, well, you know what? I went back and reread it. Didn't say anything about potted plants. A little deceiving with the picture. So I put those in little terracotta pots the other day. I put that same pond soil, planted them, covered them with pool filter sand, put a little piece of API root tab below each one. They're doing all right. So eventually they'll get big, but I like that Echinodorus vesuvius. That's a pretty plant. But yeah, so no, it's not a. I guess I have got this horticulture book. I used to teach horticulture, and Jeff sent you the answer to your question about albino.
The 3 types of albinoism in animals and fish. There's the total albinism, where they have the pink eyes and scales with no,
Right.
and then the incomplete albinism, melanin is completely absent from the eyes, skin, and feathers. And then imperfect albinism, melanin is reduced in the eyes, skin, and feathers.
All right. Okay.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Really. Yeah. I appreciate that. Hey, Jeff Kane. How you doing, Bill?
Hello, Jeff.
Jeffy.
Yeah, I've got this this book called. Now I wonder. I'm looking at all these different Valston areas here. It's called Hortus Third, and it is. God, I don't know how many plant families and then species for each plant in this thing. It's a hardcover book that's probably 5 inches thick. I used to use it pretty regularly when I taught horticulture. And it has aquatic plants in there too. I'll have to go look and see if I can figure out what this one is. I did a little video on potting it up, so that'll come up the next day or two. So you'll see it. And then maybe somebody else will know. And there's a short one here.
Hey, there's Eyeball Pyro.
There is a
Hello, Eyeball.
Oh, say it again, Sarah.
It looks like there is a nanotype.
Yeah, there is.
It's a small
It's a
one.
lousy picture.
Maritime Fish Keeper, welcome in.
Hmm. Brian may have, it may be a variety of Sagittaria. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The leaves are, well, here, this kind of looks close, but it doesn't say. It's asking, is this Valsinaria nana or something else? Let me share this real quick.
There's some really thin leaves there, huh?
Yeah, and these are, well, because it got kind of clobbered. He just yanked a bunch out of a tank and handed it to me, and then I snipped all the leaves back. I just pinched them all back to about maybe 1.5 inches, and I figure, after it recovers, then get a better handle on what it really is. So, but it's pretty. That's pretty. So, and I like what it looks like. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, Eyeball, what's up? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So, it's hard not to get a bunch of variety of plants for me. Slowly working on it. When I bought those Echinodorus vesuvius from that guy on eBay, he threw in a free plant, and it was a little bundle of, it's a stem plant, little short, kind of rosy colored leaves. Can't think of the name of it. It's a common plant too. Hey, JNN, I saw you come in earlier. I didn't say anything. Huh?
Oh, you said hi, JNN.
Yeah, so it's a little, oh God. No, I got nothing. But anyway, they're just floating on the top of the tank, huh?
Ludwigia?
Yeah.
Did you say it was pink?
Yeah, possibly.
Ludwigia, yeah. I got the repens. It grows like crazy.
Well, I've had lousy luck with stem plants. I bought this stuff called Brazilian pennywort, and it's a hydrocotyl, I guess, from another eBay vendor. And she said, be careful with this stuff because it'll go nuts. And I'd seen other people grow it, and it goes nuts. And mine is just barely hanging on.
Uh-oh, pulled pork.
Ooh, that sounds
Was that
good.
with when you planted it?
I floated some and I planted some, and yeah, it's just not doing well.
Mine tends to go nuts with higher light. So I don't know how much light you're running, but I pretty much end up with a whole load of weeds because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had that problem. Yeah, it's I've got a lot of light. In fact, well, and the water's been really cold. I threw some in my tub outside, but it is midwinter here,
Yeah.
so it's not happy. But the tanks, in the garage are all. Well, actually, they were running a little cool. I've got a call it a mini split. It's kind of an air con, whatever, in the garage that, it runs as a heater in the winter and an air conditioner in the summer. Keeps the garage more stable because otherwise you get 140 degrees in the garage in the summertime.
Me too.
Yeah. So it's warming up now because I cranked it up because it was running really cold out there. So I cranked it up so I wouldn't have to run heaters in the tanks. But it's, I don't know, maybe it'll pick up now with warmer temperatures too, with the water warming up. But it's got plenty of light and it's just not doing well. So I don't know. There's something about me and stem plants, even my Anubias doesn't do great. It's kind of a stem plant. I mean, it runs as a rhizome, so which is a modified stem. What's Christine saying?
Ron, are aquatic plants like land plants? When it comes to fertilizers, can you burn a new plant by putting too much fertilizer near the plant?
Well, what typically burns is nitrogen. That's typically what burns landscape plants is nitrogen.
But she's wondering if the same thing would happen to aquatic plants.
Well, I think if you overdose with nitrogen in the tank, you're going to have more problems than burning your plants. Like you're going to be burning your fish too. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's an issue because I think I'm not sure. I think most people tend to under-fertilize. If they're fertilizing their aquariums, they tend to under-fertilize. Yeah, that looks really good. I like that. I do really well with things like crypts. Is that a crypt in the left corner? The tall one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the tall one's sword.
Oh, is it? All right.
So I've got swords.
I see a firemouth there too. I see your firemouth. I noticed that right off. It's one of the fish I like to breed.
Which ones?
The firemouth.
Oh yeah, the Eliotis. I think they're.
Very similar. That's it looked like a firemouth at first, but I can see it has a little more spangles on it. Nice, very nice, beautiful fish.
Yeah, I was looking at Joe's comment. Anubias doing well. Tiger lotus not so much. I've got a tiger lotus that's still got leaves on it. I had a couple others that I don't know if they died out or just went dormant because they're a type of a lily bulb, I guess, of some sort. I've got another one called Apanogeton that's a bulb that I planted last year. I got this bulb pack of Top Fin, which is what PetSmart's brand, and I planted one of these things. Apanogeton came up. It's got this beautiful leaf that's really undulated, wavy, really almost like tissue paper thin. Hey, Chuck. And it completely died off last fall. It went strong all year, even flowered late last summer. Big flower that came up out of the water and then died out completely. And I forgot all about it. And all of a sudden the other day, about a week ago, mine's Apanogeton. It starts with a U. Or Ulvasis. I think it's Ulvasis. And it's coming back now. So it was a bulb that went dormant, and now it's coming back. Ulvaceous. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, and pretty plant. And it was kind of a nice find. That, and there was one of the, I guess it was a tiger lily. I don't even remember. That did well for a while and disappeared. So I don't know if it's going to come back or not. But I got that Aponogeton out of it for about the price of one plant. There were 5 in there. Couple of them, they're still these big, hard, weird chunks just floating around in a tank, not ever doing anything. They're turning into little moss balls or little algae balls, and I just leave them go. Maybe they'll surprise me someday, maybe not. So, you know. But I'll go see next time they got something like that. I'll try it again. Is there any way to test substrate levels? Is there a substrate kit? How much nitrate is it? Pull water directly out of the substrate, maybe. You know, like stick a turkey baster. You know, blow all the water out of it.
It'd be throughout the whole water column, wouldn't it? Because it's already.
So, yeah, I would think so. But if you blew all the water out of a turkey baster and shoved that down into the substrate, and then sucked up water, you're probably going to get some sand and gravel with it too. And then stick your arm in there, put your finger over it, and then dump that into a measuring cup, let all the crud settle out, and test that, maybe? I just made that up. Trying to propagate Aponogeton rope.
Wondering if, Christine, do you have a soil substrate?
You mean, is it a dirted tank or, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that I went wrong on a couple of my first dirted tanks. So I just used soil out of my garden. So it was organic soil, but essentially it had way too much nutrients in it and had all sorts of issues, which maybe she's having, depending on what she's used.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, on a Facebook page, I don't remember. I don't know if I'm still following it or not. It might have been the Father Fish group. Somebody said they used manure in their substrate, and they couldn't imagine why. You know, the nitrates are through the roof, the ammonia's through the roof, the nitrites are through the. Everything was all the parameters were through the roof. And everything was dying. It's like, well, I'm thinking, you know, you don't use raw manure. You know, it's got to, and see, back to Christine's question about nitrogen. You know, will nitrogen burn? Raw manure, it's you know, really high in nitrogen, and that'll fry plants. It's got to be composted, you know, on the outside. So probably also for an aquarium use for a substrate, well composted, dried, broken up. I think I saw Gil do that. Was that Gil? Breaking up some manure into small, breaking it down.
Yeah,
really,
I think he did.
Yeah, and it was old and dried. And I think that's where it was. And then using that, and then it should be safe. And let's see, Steve. Yeah, I think safe to say. Well, 7.5 is the pH. So.
Do you know what the KH is?
No. I could go check, but yeah. This has come up so many times, and I keep saying I could go check, and I completely forget. I should write a note. Check the KH and pH, or the KH and what's the other one? GH.
Yeah, that's a general hardness, but I think it's the KH he was wondering about for the stems.
The carbonate hardness.
Yeah, I know my KH is low, and my stems were growing like crazy. People are so peoply these days.
I hate that. Yeah. There was something else that I thought I saw about. Stephen trying to propagate Aponogeton robinsonii. Well, I think it's a bulb, not a corm. And if it's a bulb, bulbs tend to divide with age. So maybe that's going to be your shot, unless you can get it to flower and then maybe hand pollinate it and maybe get some seed. which would be very cool if you can pull that off. Who's Luke?
I must be behind. What, Luke Wang, is it? Probably.
I don't know. It's Steven. He's been talking to somebody called Luke.
That's the only Luke I know in the fish tram is Luke Wang. I'm not sure.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to backspace here to see what was going on. And yeah, Luke Wang. Okay. I do not know who that is.
He goes on when Skipper was doing his auction. He would go on there once in a while and have stuff up. But I've never met him myself.
Plant stuff up or fish stuff up?
I think a little bit of both.
Oh, cool.
A bit of both, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Originally I started with stem plants in a couple tanks, and they started out doing all right. And I think I made the mistake of trimming, trying to make them bushier, and it seemed like that was, after that, they just kind of failed. It produced Wong, of course. Yeah. Thanks, Mandy.
I found when I do trim them, I've got to turn the light down.
Okay. For how long?
And
You
then
leave
that way,
it down?
I just don't have it as intense, so I'll probably only leave it on for about 6 hours a day rather than longer. And then it sort of takes off a little bit better. Same with when I actually planted the cuttings.
Right.
Well, he is in California, according to June.
Oh, cool.
Wing?
A neighbor.
Ah.
Well, relatively speaking.
Did I pronounce his name right, June? Let us know.
Mandy said she thinks it's Wong.
Wong? Okay.
Which makes sense.
Well, if it's got an A, I mean, I would assume it'd be Wang, but
it's hard
to get Wong from an A.
I don't want to get in trouble, so.
I don't want to get in trouble either. Like I said, I don't know.
All right. Sure. Yeah. If you haven't already, here is Sacramento.
He's the president of the Sacramento Aquarium Society. Luke Wang is.
Yeah, they do a big show there. I guess a big meet in end of summer sometime, or maybe midsummer. I was going to go last year, and then I thought, geez, it's an 8-hour drive, maybe a 10-hour drive, and I didn't want to fly, and so, oh my God, so I didn't go.
Oh, it is pronounced Wong. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. I thought it was with A. I thought like Wang or Fang or Dang.
Sure. All right, here you go. I just put Sarah's link in there again. If you haven't,
sorry about that.
Go click on that. Go to her channel. Pull up a short or something. Let it run. Comment, like, subscribe, so you don't get bounced out of the algorithm. So try and get you a few more subs today.
Appreciate it.
It is our pleasure. We do that frequently for people that are new around here.
Yep.
We try hard. I think Jeff started that maybe, so I've tried to take it to heart. I know there was another name I hadn't seen before that came through, J&N Aquatics.
Oh, yep. He came in a while ago. Yep.
Yeah. So are you still here, J&N? Should we be promoting your channel as well? Oh, here's a small world, Jeff.
Yeah.
Let me finish pasting J&N's in there.
Okay.
This is J&N's link. Is it TK Design that comes in periodically?
TK Tropicals.
TK Tropicals. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. I wonder if it's the same. They just, they're what we see in the chat is different than what their actual channel name is. And the reason I ask, my brother-in-law sent me a Instagram link in Facebook Messenger, I don't know, last night, I guess. And I opened it this morning, and it's some guy going, this is always fun with cats, but this is, I don't remember paraphrasing, something completely new. He's got the red laser thing, and the cat's chasing it all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he pointed it at his fish tank. The fish just go straight after it. The fish are chasing it around.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, this guy comes to our chats. He's one of the regulars. TK, I think it's called TK Design, but
it could be. The only one I know is he's called TK Tropicals.
yeah,
And, he just put out a TK Tropicals. I'm not sure what he's building. I think it might be a fish warehouse, but it showed
Okay.
him putting out some land and laying a big concrete slab. And he didn't, and pretty much just said, "Well, we'll keep you informed of this project as it continues." So
got
it
it.
looks like he might be doing something like that. I'm not sure.
Got it. It is somebody different. Yeah, they are different.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's probably a home or maybe a warehouse or pole barn or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be cool to have. Yeah, a little bit more room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I haven't tried that. I will give that a shot. I don't want to drive my fish too nuts though. They're already psychotic, because so am I. So, they take after me, so whatever. But I thought that would be fun to share that. I thought, oh wow, is this somebody we know, small world, that my brother-in-law is sending to me, So turns out it's not. Never mind. Oh well.
Yep.
Use laser lights to train fish, really, Mike?
I could see where that would come in handy if you have like an aggressive tank, and if they're following that laser, you can probably deter the aggression by standing and shooting that laser. At a
Oh
certain
yeah,
distance.
yeah. I know Adrian taps on the tank, and he'll get all his fish to come where he's tapping. I think MD Fish Tanks does that too. Taps on, and then they all like come flying in to get fed because they know this is feeding time with that tap, So
I had a red double
like that.
I could tap on the tank. I could even stick my hand. It'd still be chasing what he's going after.
Oh God, yeah.
He was just something else.
I had my arm in the betta tank the other day. They're all trying to eat my arm.
Oh wow.
That's cool. Sarah's got them all coming to where she's tapping.
Oh yeah, look at them.
What are those big? Those are the, what are they? Geez.
Elio?
They're the green.
Say it
So we
again.
got Ellioti,
No,
Oh,
is it a barb?
the barbs, the green monster.
Yeah.
Oh, green tiger barbs. Oh, my God.
those are gorgeous. I think.
Those are the ones me, you, and David all want.
Yeah. I think one of the first videos of yours I saw, Sarah, I chimed in and you told me what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are just spectacular. They play well with others.
Yeah, they've been all right. Because I was a little bit worried at first because obviously I've seen stuff about barbs being a little aggressive and finicky, but they've seemed to be all right.
Yeah. So Rayner's asking, he's got to feed his moray eels. Do we want to watch? Shall we bring him in?
Sure,
We
absolutely.
can let him feed his moray eels. You into that?
39 participants, and on the like count is only 17. Smash the like button, guys.
Yeah, hit that like. Yeah, but no matter what, thanks for being here,
Yes.
Yeah. There you go, Rayner.
Oh, yeah, and Christine said yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want more albino tigers. Snake skins.
Oh, look at this.
Hey, 3G. Very nice.
Greg, yeah?
Yep, that's Greg.
Yeah. Been a
He's
while,
in
Greg. Thank you very much.
Louisiana.
Huh?
He's in Louisiana also, same as Stephen B.
Yeah. 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 What is that called? Sportsman's Paradise. It's pretty state.
Yep.
We were
Pretty
there a
impressive.
couple times to visit Kathy's oldest daughter. She lived in, I think it's called Covington, and then moved to Slidell. And I think Slidell. And we were on, there's an interstate that pretty much parallels the Texas border north to south.
Hey there.
And we pulled over to the side of the road. There's a rest stop. and there's water behind it, and there's picnic tables, and right behind one of the picnic tables is the sign, "Don't feed the alligators." Right at the picnic tables. And there was something sick and twisted and funny about that. Just picnic tables, alligators. I think he had to be there.
Today we're feeding shrimp.
All right. Well, whole shrimp, huh?
Oh,
How
wow.
are you
I have
today,
to chop
Rainer?
them a bit down and give the bigger parts for the triggers.
Yeah. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine as always.
I'm glad to hear it. It's pretty tank.
It is.
That's just 100 gallon.
Oh, look at them playing tug of war with it.
UPS is outside. I wonder what they want. Or I wonder what they have.
You got something ordered?
Well, yeah, but yesterday, it's the other half of my Home Depot order. Yesterday I came with, what is it called? DHL?
DHL?
Yeah, I think it's DHL.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
today is
She's also here. Greetings.
from the, say it again, please.
Free cheese also here. Greetings.
Yeah.
Oh, the northernmost part. Okay.
I got to try this with my frozen shrimp. Just chop it up really fine. None of my fish are this big.
You will eat
But
it.
I'm thinking it'd be a nice clean source of protein.
Hi,
It
Sleeper.
is.
Sleeper
Yeah.
barbecue.
But make sure you get the wild caught one, not the breeded one. They are full with antibiotics.
Sure. Good point. Thank you.
Zenny's asking, Rainer, is Homer still doing well since you got him back?
Homer is behaving as always.
Nice. Very
The
nice.
other tank was twice the size, but hey, he hadn't his caves to hide. Or the other had no cave to hide. So he could bully them.
So I'm going to take it that Sleeper barbecue must be Lance.
Say what?
I think Sleeper
For the
barbecue
people
must be
that don't
Lance.
know,
Yeah.
that's Homer.
Oh, the
One
dark one.
trigger up there.
Yep,
That's
one with the
great.
spots on us. Yep, that right there he is.
Wow.
All right, Lance, I'll remember that.
Homer is already over 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
He's looking great. Wow.
And it's a special coloration of the triggers.
He just
Don't
stole that
find
piece
them
from that poor
often
little,
with the small dots and the big dots.
he just stole from that little puffer who's trying to get a bite to eat.
Oh yeah, all the time. That's why I got Dutchmud left.
There you go.
And after that, we give usually a hand or two full of pellets. So I have to feed really good.
So your eels aren't in this tank, are they?
Yeah, the eels are in this tank. They are down there usually, hiding
How do
from
you
Homer.
Yeah. How do you get food past everybody else down to them?
I hope that they come a bit forward to the glass,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
stick my hand down and give it one piece.
Ah,
and
all right.
hope they don't miss.
Oh,
But
you're
one of
welcome.
the eels got already a piece and struggling back there
Welcome.
to get it.
Very well.
Fighting with the small puffers for a piece. Those are green spotted puffers.
Mm.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go see what UPS dropped at the
Oh,
door.
already?
And those get usually sold for freshwater tanks or brackish.
Which ones are the green spotted puffer?
Back there, all the small puffers I got.
You said it was sold as a freshwater fish?
Yeah. They
Oh,
get
wow.
sold as freshwater or for brackish all day long. But they don't do long, just
They
for
don't-
1 or 2 years.
They prefer they prefer the full marine, right?
Yeah, when they go bigger, they live in estuaries and go a bit more outside in the lagoons. And also I got a few Australians in that tank, like my scat.
Oh yeah. I've
He's
seen those
getting
sold
to
as
the
freshwater
Thailander.
too.
And the plastic, if somebody wonders, is for the triggers to play with.
I like that trigger right there. Look at it. Wow. That
Yeah.
little one.
That's
Is that a new one?
Hawaiian pig nose trigger.
It has the stripes on its stomach. Yeah, that right over
Yes.
there. That is really cool looking.
Yeah, that's the Homo Homo Nuku Nuku Apu A'a. The famous trigger with the dang long name.
Oh, wow.
And that's a rat tooth trigger.
Scats are mean AF.
Ah,
Yeah.
ain't that bad. You just have to watch out for the spines on the top. They're venomous.
On what kind of fish?
The scat.
The scat.
I don't know what that is.
That one.
Oh, okay.
And Ron, I'm going to run up and grab a coffee because,
Sure.
and I'll be back.
I've been impaled before. I used to go saltwater fishing off of the local breakwater when I lived closer to the coast, and we've got something called a sculpin.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's almost like a catfish in a sense, and they have
Yeah.
venomous spines. And I got nailed once, and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, let me put the light on the other tanks. I got a catfish that resembles that what you caught.
Yeah, these were red. Oh God, they're good eating though. Just probably shouldn't be talking about eating fish in a fish hobby, right?
Oh no.
I love fish
I eat
tacos.
fish. When a fish gets too big for that tank, I eat it too.
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
it makes
You know
an
what you
expensive
get,
meal.
the
But
best from the best.
yeah, absolutely. You know where it's been.
Hey, I got almost the same water parameters at the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit colder.
Uh-huh. It's a beautiful tank.
Yeah, it could look better with more decoration and corals
Yeah.
that the trigger don't eat, but hey, who needs a coral? Who needs more than one coral tank, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. What's up, Mike?
So let's hope over.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in, excess is best. So anything worth doing is worth
So
overdoing.
that's the catfish tank. He's hiding down there.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
And it's a tank where I
Right.
don't get in. He's a wildcat and he will sting.
Huh. Oh, that's a great Buddha. I guess that's a Buddha, huh?
Yeah. It's a Buddha.
That's neat. Yeah.
That's my coral tank.
Yeah. Wow.
I just got the light on, so they are all not open. Yeah,
Wow.
everybody's darlings. That's the breeding tank.
It's got to be,
one of my
what,
seahorses.
2,200, 2,300 hours back there where you are?
It is almost 0. So
Okay, wow. Yeah.
almost tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my seahorse males.
Yeah. I know Sarah
And
already
that's
is
what we do
tomorrow.
all day long. Just hang out and hide. In that tank, I got 5 seahorses, and those are the Hippocampus erectus.
Wow.
Yeah, cheap in Australia to buy compared to Europe.
Yeah.
When you buy them in Australia, they cost around $50 a piece. In Europe, you're paying $350 per piece.
Oh my gosh.
That's the baby tank.
And $50 Australian's about $35 US, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
When you buy them over there, they are amazingly cheap compared
Yeah.
to Europe. The
Yeah.
shipping is what makes it a bit difficult.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Can you see that little speck there?
Maybe, yeah. The little white thing?
No, little black thing
No.
right here.
No, I can't.
In front of the red chain.
Um, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's dark.
That's a seahorse, baby. Or in the
Okay.
background, you see one swimming up.
Oh, I do see that one down towards the bottom center. Well, it was. Yeah.
They are, yeah.
And how old are they now, or how long have they been hatched
They are
out?
from today.
Oh, very cool.
So they are not even 1 millimeter long.
Oh, wow. And do you end up selling those?
I sell them, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But that takes a half year
Yeah.
until they're big.
Wow.
Another
Yeah.
Australian fish here. That's a pipefish.
Yeah. There's a lot of time involved in
I
any
fished
of
it.
this.
Oh, you have to watch and sit in front of the tank and look.
Yep.
You never know when they hatch.
Well, anything involving livestock, it's time consuming. Hello, fish spades.
And I don't bother to clean off all my salt creeps and stains.
Right.
And those are not tanks to look at. Those are breeding tanks, if anybody asks. That's
Okay.
why I don't
Yeah.
bother to clean the glasses at all. It's not for the looks, it's just for, yeah, it has to work. In that tank, I breed two types of the pipefish and some hopper dragonets. Probably can't see them.
Sarah, did I make you a moderator? Do you know?
I can check.
I think I am.
I was trying to find you in the chat. Type something in the chat for me, please.
But let's go to the big tank again. I can set you down, so.
Yeah, well, Gesundheit, or God bless you, or yeah, you are. Okay, good. Or salud,
Mike's here.
whatever works. I was sneezing my brains out earlier today. I have a theory about sneezing. You know, when you sneeze, you see stars sometimes.
That's crazy for seahorses, Mike. It's Rainer. He's got saltwater fish.
So he was showing us feeding time.
Yeah, on the big tank.
Did I miss the mores because I went and got coffee?
Yeah, but
Oh.
I can try to show you their hats.
Okay. Terrible time on my part.
They should poke out on the rock under there, if they are willing.
How big is it? Or are there more than one?
Let's do a trick. They don't like when I move the rock.
No.
Bigger.
Careful, don't get bit.
Oh, wow. What a nasty little fish.
Wow.
Yeah, clownfish. Got a clownfish. They're amazing, this set.
Not afraid of anything, huh?
I wouldn't be sticking my hand in front of a moray eel. I know that.
No, me either.
Nah, they ain't that big.
That little guy
had
is
bigger
like a
ones.
chihuahua.
Oh, yeah. And that's not the most aggressive one. The other ones are worse than that.
Wow.
He's just defend his territory. The other draw blood
Yeah.
when they do.
Yeah, I think you could lose a finger with that big one here on the right.
With Homer. Probably. But it's enough food in the tank, so
Yeah, right.
he doesn't bother to fight anything. Get me my num-nums.
That's it. God, that little one just. Fish Capades, how are you?
So is Eyeball, is
I
that
cut a
Roy?
trigger.
Eyeball is Roy, I believe. Eyeball Pirate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah?
See you, Dino. Have a good one now. Take care, mate.
Thanks for being here.
Still sneezing. Gesundheit.
Yeah, really.
Bless ya.
June's saying, Homer, get him. She's trying to sick Homer on you.
Come on, bring it.
That's really
Bring
nice.
it.
Really.
Now, when he's not feeded, I can't touch the tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the same with lionfish. When they are not hungry, when you don't eat, when they are hungry, don't touch it.
Kind of like me. When I'm hungry, watch.
Yeah. Lose a
get
finger.
angry.
Yeah.
Hey,
think
the
it's
last
called
time I was
angry.
up here, he bit my finger.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That big one right in front is spectacular. Is that Homer?
That's Homer.
Yeah, wow.
He got a Mickey Mouse on one side and a heart, and on the other side too.
Oh, I see the Mickey. Yeah.
That's cool.
A little hidden Mickey.
I sold him once for $700. Yeah, it was twice I sold him. It's a fish that always comes back.
Really? They decided they didn't want him anymore?
You're too aggressive for him.
I got him from my boss as a gift, so.
Yeah.
And he got him from a customer. He stopped keeping fish, so yeah. That's how you end up with rare fish.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them.
And I
Wow.
remember you saying, Rainer, you said that they said it was too aggressive and they didn't want it because it was killing their fish.
He killed at the last tank he was in 8 other fish.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, he's doing fine with those guys though. He's not killing them, is he?
I could see where that'd be a problem.
The other ones got big enough caves for the other ones, so he can try to attack them, but the other got a refugee to get into. That's why it's that much rock in the tank also.
Oops.
Gives the other fish a
I'm gonna put that
secure
back,
place
Jeff.
to hide
Okay,
from.
go ahead.
Maybe somebody has an answer for Cece.
I tried finding decent submersible lights as well and struggled.
Yeah.
Submersible lights.
I see them on
Zebra
Amazon.
ones.
Submersible lights.
That's the light from Sarah.
Huh.
It's submersible, and there is also a variation of the Tunza light you can fully submerge. If you want to have a light in the tank and heat the tank with it.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder that might be advantageous for like the stem plants, so they don't get enough light near the bottom. You could kind of point it at them, and
Yeah, but you have always to scrape off the algae from the glass of the tube.
right. Unless you have plecos
You
that want to
could
eat it.
mount the light on the outside where you want or need.
Right.
And they come usually with suction cups.
Never even occurred to me to put a light in the tank.
Yeah, you can. There are also some bubble walls with
Hey,
lights.
Melvin. Melvin's here.
Hey, Melvin.
Toasty.
I sold too much of that crap.
Yeah. What's up, Melvin?
Hey, Melvin.
Yeah, welcome.
So, I guess we scared the Murrays away.
I have no idea. Can they only be there for a little while, or?
They will come back. They just hiding on the other rock.
That is one tough little fish. That. Jeez.
Got a lot of personality, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
They got all personality. A bit more than freshwater fish.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Well, unless you got a tank full of piranhas, I guess. But
Nah, piranhas are
They're very
just
shy.
what should I say? They are just shy. You touch the water and they scare out
Oh,
and
they
die
go hiding.
almost.
Yeah.
And
Unless it's a
you
black
need
rhombus. If
100
you have a black
liters
rhombus,
for one piranha.
there's a
Yeah.
black
Keep
rhombus,
them.
you don't want to even touch the water because he'll be on you in a heartbeat.
Ah,
That's where the piranhas that get the bad reputation are from the black rhombus because they will
yeah, but when you
they
keep
will-
them in a tank as a wild cut, nah.
can't keep anything with them, even a pleco or anything. It'll kill anything you
Yeah,
put it.
they will tear anything up. They will
Yeah.
also tear each other up.
And they'll tear you up if you get in there too.
Mm, it depends, but usually they just lay on the floor of the tank
Oh,
and
well,
pretend I'm that. I'm the scary piranha.
I'm talking about the black rhombus. You don't want to put your finger in the tank at all. They will bite you.
Yeah.
You can do that. I won't. I won't do it.
I had bought something once that it was sold as a red belly pacu.
Yeah, got those. They are amazing. They can
Yeah,
bite off
and
your
I think
finger.
it was actually a red belly piranha
Oh wow.
because what I was told was they school together where they're caught.
Ah, they do as a baby.
Yeah, and so typically when they're brought in, they quarantine them and grow them until they can figure out what's what, and occasionally one will get through.
That's usually about on the 2.5 centimeter side,
Yeah,
where they get the bigger teeth on the bottom. Yeah. When you buy them before, when they're small, good luck with that. But they are
yeah,
good for
yeah.
tanks then.
I would feed it slices of zucchini or apples or even goldfish, and it would close its mouth, and the other half of whatever it was eating would just fall away. Just an
I thought
absolutely
when I
clean
got
cut. The
when I got them
perfect
back in
triangular shaped teeth that interlocked. Amazing. I mean, it was just like a pair of pinking shears.
I thought I could keep the red bellies with my angels. What about for the big tank back in the day?
Yeah,
Thought, yeah, they are just small, the red bellies. I could keep them with them. Nah, was an
yeah,
expensive snack.
yeah, really, yeah.
They are worse than a normal red belly piranha.
Wow, yeah. So is fish
With red
capades
bellies, you
also
can
Melvin?
keep everything that's small, basically, like
Mel.
neons.
Mel?
I think fish capades, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a woman. I believe. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Help us out there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, don't kill me.
I would never. Mel.
No.
Got it. Thank you. Because I've got a cheat sheet going, that I've had for a while now. And I had Melvin in there. And I know we got Melvin in the house. Life Lessons Aquatics. Hey, welcome. That would be Melvin. And that's Melvin's brother.
That's Melvin.
Last night on the tour that Just One More Fish did, he showed his monster fish. He's got it's like 30-pound pacu in his large pond.
Yeah.
170 tanks this guy has, and he's
Wow.
got 5 more X. It was something else.
There was a fish shop.
He's
where I
all
used
woman.
to
Okay.
live.
Thank you,
There
Cecil.
was this fish shop called Tropical Fish House in Garden Grove, California. And they had this pacu that was probably went 30 pounds or more. It was this massive fish. And pretty much just sat in an aquarium because I think it was way oversized for the tank,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no museum takes any pacus.
No.
Hey,
Kinda
but they're
too
good
bad.
to eat.
And piranhas are illegal in the state of California.
Yeah. The same with rays, some species.
Yeah, yeah. And I know they're illegal in a lot of the southern states because, they can survive the water tends to stay warmer. So,
Yeah. Hey, especially for Australia, a lot of fish are banned for export there.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, I watch several Australian channels and they talk about how, we can't get this here, we can't get that here in Australia. They're really strict. And I get it.
Hey, they
Because,
got so many native fish.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
nice
yeah.
looking. We all want to keep them. They could keep them, but they don't. I
well,
don't
there's
know
so
why.
many irresponsible fish keepers here and there. I was watching,
over the
and I
road.
can't remember this young lady's name. She's got a channel, and there's Katie Cichlids, And Katie Cichlids has used this other woman to look after her fish when she travels. And so this one woman, she's out walkabout one time, and she finds this little pond, and you cannot see the surface of the water because it's completely impacted with a plant that was introduced. So, it's a big deal. And I know in Florida, the water hyacinth, introduced species, completely covers over waterways there. So it's an illegal plant. I think it's illegal here in California. I thought it was, except for when I went into the fish shop the other day, he's got it floating in a tub and he's selling it. So
Yeah, some people sell crazy stuff.
yeah.
It's not even legal. It's the same here with self-cloning crayfish. They are banned.
What's legal here, June? The water hyacinth?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I'm
Let us
guessing
know
that's what you mean.
what's legal and what isn't.
I know the water lettuce is illegal in a bunch of states.
Yeah, basically anything that could survive winter.
Well, that's funny too, because water lettuce, I don't think would survive winter in Wisconsin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's
Wisconsin,
illegal in the state of Wisconsin.
Oh, don't do that.
Wisconsin, nah.
Just stop
That's
sneezing.
weather
You'll be all
like we
right.
got in Europe.
Say that again, Rainer.
Wisconsin, that's weather like we got in Europe. Nah.
Oh, yeah, they
don't
were-
survive. But
I
the
think-
seeds could survive.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Oh, she's talking about the piranhas, certain species
Really? Huh.
are
Right.
illegal.
I'm going to bounce because I need to go get more coffee, but I'll come lurk in the chat after.
Sarah, thank you so much for being here. I hope we didn't bore the tears out of you.
No, thanks for having me. I've enjoyed watching Rainer's tanks as well.
Yeah. Well, anytime you're welcome.
All right, I'll be back in the chat soon.
All right, we'll see
All
you
right,
later.
good.
Sarah. Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here. Water hyacinth are both illegal here, and that's in Texas. Yeah, Mandy? Yep, in Texas. There it says, yeah.
Okay. I know there's a few things here. I mean, we had some things in like the self-cloning crayfish is illegal in Michigan because they can survive the winters.
Sure.
But we got the ones like from Australia, the talking about crayfish. They got some there that won't survive here, and they're like the Cherax, the great big. They call them the Cherax destroyers. They need warm water.
Yeah, to destroy any tank when you got them.
Yeah, but they won't survive the winter in Michigan.
Yeah.
Is what they say. So they're allowed. I can get one if I want.
Yeah. I was watching a Keeping Fish Simple, and he got those, they're an Australian crayfish, I guess, the yabbies. And he had a tank full of them in his living room. And he went away and came home, and they were all over the living room. They just climb out, and they will walk about in his living room. And I guess a
when
bunch
you
of them
keep
died
crayfish,
and kind of
people
stunk
live
up
in
the
it.
place.
Why do you keep saying that, Melvin? We've seen Australian mud crab. Oh wow, served in a dish with garlic butter. Delicious.
Mm.
Yeah, it would be delicious for me for about 10 minutes, and then it would be
Yep, everything swells up, and we're off to the hospital.
yeah. All of a sudden, I'd be reading a eulogy about 20 minutes later.
That would suck.
Yep. If I get too low, I'm heading straight to Red Lobster. No, I'm gonna go
What a
out.
way to go.
Gonna go out with a bang explosion.
Yeah, I think you may have to find another place. Didn't they go under?
We still got one here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
They're busy every single day there. They're just
Wow, all right, yeah. Aren't they related to Joe's Crab Shack? Isn't that aren't they the same, same corporate?
I don't know, but I went to Joe's Crab Shack when I was out in California.
Where at? Long
In
Beach? The one by Marina Pacifica, by the marina there.
Yeah, that's where my brother-in-law works. He
Yeah.
runs that marina. He's that's Kathy's brother.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, I've eaten at that Crab Shack before, and a buddy of mine and I went, and it was not great. And then Kathy and I, on our way back to Louisiana one year, it was between Christmas and New Year's, and we spent a couple days in San Antonio, Texas, and went to Riverwalk, and all the Christmas stuff's up, all the lights, and it was really kind of nice. And we went to the Joe's Crab Shack there on Riverwalk, and it was fantastic.
Mm.
So I guess it's management. It always comes back to management,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense here. You can have an alligator guard. They'll take your leg off. Yeah, but not Salvinia.
Speaking of alligator, he has an alligator snapping turtle. Jesse does from Just One More Fish.
Oh wow, yeah.
They get to like what 300 pounds or something.
Yeah.
They get massive.
Oh, they get
Nope.
huge.
They'll take limbs off.
He's
They
got
are
Especially when it's
Yeah.
a southern one.
he's got his common snappers, and he's got the alligator snapper.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
they
there
are-
are two species in North America, the southern one and the northern one, and the southern one usually gets bigger, but the northern one can handle the colder better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. That makes sense.
I had them too back
Oh.
in the day.
Yeah. My wife was talking about getting a turtle, and that would be hers. I don't
Zephyr
really
turtle,
want
a
anything.
terrestrial one, or a swamp
Yeah.
turtle. And that's
I don't want
fully
anything with feet.
aquatic.
Hello, Glenn. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Glenn.
Hey, GB.
Yeah, I didn't want anything with feet, so I'd let her have that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Jensenny? I noticed that.
What's
Melvin
that?
CD is skipping. He keeps saying the other Melvin's here, it's complete, and he does like 9 times.
Yeah, Stephen, I kind of agree. And this is where I've been having problems with our cat. She can't quite dismember me, but she has drawn more blood, more than her share of my blood in the last few years that we've had her.
It's
So
some fierce love. Fierce love.
I started petting her again from a distance, so we're sort of talking again after about 3 months. So I don't know. I'll work back into, and then she'll attack me again. If I don't drown her in the pool, I'll pet her, and eventually 3 or 4 months after that again. So
All my cat scratches and bites are healed up. I'm kind of
yeah, time for more.
I wish I had them still. Yeah.
Yeah, that needs a big tank though, doesn't it? Guards get.
What dog you got?
Oh, I'm guessing Steven's dog is just a big teddy bear.
Yeah, I
80
got
pounder.
also a big one. I got a small Cane Corso.
What kind?
My Italian Mastiff.
Oh, okay. I
She's
had a
17
yeah.
months and got 99 pounds now.
Nice. Wow, that's going to be a big dog. I had an American Staffordshire Terrier, and he was about 70 pounds. And just as sweet a dog as could be.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. It's all the way they're raised. It's all what people do to
it
them.
is.
Yeah.
And even a messed up dog, when they get a second gen, as my Staff Pit mix has, yeah, he's fine. He bit the previous owner with a year.
Well,
It's always how you treat your dog.
yeah, I'm not so much in the things that sting either. Of course, I got Corys, and if you grab a handful of a Corydora,
Oh, that's what Cece's afraid of.
what's that?
Ah,
Corridor. She doesn't like Corys. I was chatting to her on a stream, and she said she does not like them.
Yeah.
I got no corridors even in my freshwater. I don't like them. The sting.
There's Sketty Nona. Hello, Sarah.
Yeah,
And they
I haven't been
up.
stung yet, and I'm sure, I wouldn't be surprised if someday. I try to be really careful with them, but it's like that sculpin fish I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
They have the venomous spines on their pectoral fins and on their dorsal fin. The sculpin also had on their gill plates. They had these venomous barbs. They were armed all over the place. They were really kind of a mess to deal with, but oh my God, they were good to eat.
A lot of catfish got those venomous spines.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of the freshwater catfish here in the United States that you fish for in rivers and streams. Bullheads, channel
They all
cats.
got them dang spines.
Yes, yes, yes. They all have those. They're really sharp. They're really hard. They're venomous.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things where you can see the difference in the European catfish. They
Yeah,
got no hard spines.
interesting. And so, are they not venomous as well?
You're just getting huge.
Yeah,
Yep, she
And
said
they are aggressive.
with the venom. She says, "I'm fine with the loaches."
yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Cece,
got-
have you been stung before?
You get also the problem with the cories when you ship them. You have to pack them in small groups. When they get stressed out, they can kill each other
Right.
with the hormones what they get out of the system. You also can do that with a whole tank.
because I never touch my cories. I just, I don't read. I mean, I don't handle them.
I just
Ah.
transferred. I bought those two different cories, the panda cories and the stir-by, about 2 weeks ago. And yesterday, the day before, I transferred the pandas back in with the other pandas. So I got a bigger colony now. And today I transferred the stir-by in with the other stir-by. So I got a bigger colony now. And I handle them carefully. I don't grip the net tight. I just, set the net on my hand and then sort of squeeze just bring my fingers around the net to flip it upside down to drop them into a big measuring cup with water. And then I'll suspend that over the tank they're going into, put a little water in it, let it kind of acclimate and then pour them out. But yeah, Stephen, exactly. Gloves and pliers. Yeah. Good pair of pliers. And, even for freshwater fishing with catfish, good pair of pliers.
She says, "I've been barbed by, not by a cat." So
Yeah.
you haven't been barbed by a cory.
So she's preventive,
What is that?
What is
I'll
what?
let you answer that one, Ron. She's been barbed by, not a cat. So what do you get barbed by?
Probably not a catfish. I don't know.
I wonder what that would be.
There are other fish that have. Yeah, I feel the same way. And I know David Elfish feels the same way, but not possible to have enough or too many cories.
Nah, you can't have enough except
Yeah.
for when they start dying because of oxygen.
Yeah.
And Skitty Nona says, "Good evening, Ron."
Well, hey, Sarah, right?
They're
Yep.
also
Yep.
good
Good evening.
indicator for water quality. Usually the first ones, they die when the nitrates get too high or the ammonia.
Really?
Yeah, hey, they live in rivers where they come from.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they have clean flowing water most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I lost a bunch of stir-by that were in with my juvenile albino crebensis. And that could very well be why.
Yeah.
That the nitrates or nitrites or ammonia, just got too high. I think I've got 6 species now. And Dave's working his way up to 10.
Yeah, he's got 9 right now, I believe.
Does he? Yeah.
I got one, but I'm getting my second one coming up here in the springtime. I got orange Venezuelans coming.
Oh, Brandon over at Coachella Valley Aquatics, when I was in the other day, he said he's got orange Venezuelans. And are there black Venezuelans also? Isn't that what Cheryl has?
There is the black Venezuelan. Also, they're called the Schultze.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think he's keeping those elsewhere. So I'm going to bring him a bunch of Mickey Mouse platies, and maybe we'll see what we can, if I can get so Cecil's at 30 cories, all the same species, or 30 species? Because that's a lot of cories.
It is.
The only cories I like are the giant cories.
Those are the only kind you like?
Yeah, they get nice and huge, but they are expensive as hell.
I love the albinos. My albinos are cool. They're not real big though. They get about 2.5, 3 inches.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know, I think I might have a Flatbed Aquatics.
Hello, Flatbed.
I think I might have a couple, maybe 3 new little albino Corys in my kitchen tank.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
just sort of, you know, because they spawned a while back twice, and I missed them. So maybe they spawned in these couple big, you know, clumps of Java fern and they survived. You know, a couple of them survived maybe.
Probably.
So I'm hoping that's the case, because the other night I saw 3 in a row that didn't look familiar. They looked really small, and they almost looked like they were still kind of semi-transparent, the back half of them. Scleromyces, I want some of those. Yeah, I think you spelled it right.
Have you noticed something tonight, Ron? I'm actually keeping up with the chat.
I
Isn't that great?
appreciate it, because
I'm usually so far behind that it's not
Yeah,
even funny.
I'm
Yes,
pretty
that's
much
those
steering
ones.
clear and letting you. Once in a while, I'll pop in. But yeah, it's oh god, Barbados, right? Scleromyces Barbados.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a tank full of those really bad. In fact, the only place I found them with a reasonable price is oh god, what's the place in Colorado? The Wetstone?
Aquatic. I know we just looked at it the other day.
Yeah.
Not Aquatic Arts, but
No,
um,
is it
Somebody-
Aqua something or something Aqua?
I don't know. I can't think of it. Wish David was here. He probably know. Oh.
Here, I'm looking. That's not what I wanted.
Aqua Imports.
Yes,
Aqua
Thank you.
Import. Yep.
whoever came up with that, thank you. Yeah,
Oh, I
Was
did.
that you? Came up perfect. Thank you.
Actually, my one synapses made it to the other side of my head, and I was like, "Oh, that's it."
Right. Oh, here I'm going to put it something up.
Uh-oh.
10 panda, 10 albino, 10 green. Nice. Very, very nice.
It looks like he said. Rainer says, "Oh snap, he's out in the chat right now, and he's still got his
Yeah, you're still. Oh, now he's gone.
There we go. I'll put you on your right side. There you go.
Yeah. No,
On the left side, rather.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, I want the Scleromyces. So anyway, I put it in their wish list. They'll notify me if and when they ever get some, because I would like a tank full of those. I'll get 6 or 8 or 10 of them. I don't know.
Eventually you're going to need more tanks.
Yeah, I know.
Eventually,
Yeah.
you know what? That's just it's like, oh, twist my arm.
No, it was. Give me a minute.
Aquahuna.
Yeah, it wasn't Aquahuna. It was. I'm cheating right now. Yeah, Mel. It was what Jeff said. Aqua Imports.
Aqua Imports. Yep.
Yeah.
You want me to bring it up?
Sure, if you'd like to. Yeah.
Okay. Takes me a minute or so, but I will do
Yeah,
that.
please. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, in all our searches that we do when we go shopping online, in Jeff's chats, and I think we've done it once or twice in mine, we've kind of bounced back to Aqua Import several times for fish. They seem to have good prices, and their shipping seems fair. I think to make it more fair, you want to kind of load up on fish, so it keeps the cost per down. Aqua Imports. Yeah, I'm going to search that Scleromyces again. Barbados for sale. Let's go back to all.
Shop all livestock.
Yeah, they're $17 a piece at Aqua Imports. So I went right to the page for the Scleromyces.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go off here because it's not responding. My
Okay, let me put this one up then.
Okay.
And can you see that?
Yes.
All right. And they've got, kind of a break. So 1 to 4 is there's $17 a piece. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Oh, that's better.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's better. Control plus a few times. And then, yeah, let's go fish pursuing. Yay. I like
Yeah,
that.
we love doing that.
Uh-huh. And then, so they've got a 5% break between 5 and 9. And then, you can read that. Y'all can read that. Unless you're, driving or something. So I'll read it. You buy 5 to 9, there's a 5% break. There's $16.14. If you buy 10 to 19, 10% break, $15.29. 20 to 49, 15% break, $14.44, and 50 plus an 18% break, $13.93. Got a small group of Axelrod quarries to start a breed group. Yeah, that sounds good. A couple weeks ago, in a breeding group of pandas. My pandas breed pretty well. Just have a heavy planted tank. Don't pull
It doesn't pull the eggs. It doesn't even pull the eggs, and he still makes them.
Right. Yeah, I remember Foxy talking about using a spawning mop, and I think it was an eyelash spawning mop in with her pandas. And she says occasionally she'll pull the mop out for something, and little pandas scoot out from under it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So I've got a really heavily planted tank. I had, oh God, I can't remember, maybe 8 pandas in it. And I have no idea if there were still 8 in it. And then I put 5 more in yesterday, the day before. And lots of just stuff on the substrate. It's just sand. So lots of big clumps of Java fern that are just resting on the substrate. A lot of other stuff. So hopefully mine will spawn like that too. And I guess, I don't know if it always comes down to,
Barbed by a biter. Oh.
like storms coming through. We don't have storms coming through here too often. So, when I'm scrambling to try and do water changes or something to encourage them, the couple times that we get something that even closely resembles a storm. Oh, look.
And it's hard to do a cold water change in the summer for you, isn't it? I mean,
it's impossible. Unless I refrigerate the water. Yeah, because, in the kitchen, for instance, the water temperature is about 74 degrees in the summertime because we run the AC because otherwise, and then
bite you.
The water coming out of the tap's over 80. So let's see who was asking about what?
Crazy for Seahorses is asking if they have pipefish.
Pipefish.
It'll be in the saltwater section.
Under saltwater, okay.
Oh, that's right. She got hooked by a biter. It wasn't a quarry or a catfish.
Oh, wow.
You should get some. I wouldn't worry about the corridors though, CC. I mean,
yeah,
I think they're pretty harmless. I mean, I've never. I just got my first ones actually, and I like them. And they're really. I mean, you put your hand in the tank, they all run away from you. So it's not like they're gonna.
Yeah, they're pretty shy.
Check my messenger. Okay.
Here you go, Rainer, and nothing in stock. So African freshwater pipefish, freshwater longnose pipefish, rainbow belly pipefish, and long snouted pipefish.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, sell run on me stacks, Barbados. There we are. And that is at Max Aquatic. MAX Aquatic. They have the scleroma. How do you pronounce it?
Scleromystax.
Yep, they have the Barbados there.
Okay. Who's it called?
Max Aquatic. MAX Aquatic.
Max Aquatics. Where is Max? No kidding. They're in Southern California.
Oh, wow.
No. Max Aquatics. The first thing that come up is like swim lessons.
Oh, let me see here. Okay.
They're in El Monte, California. Swim teams. Let me try this again. Max Aquatics fish.
MAX.
Okay, yeah, one string. Yeah, here we go. Max Aquatics. Oh, look at the Corys.
Oh, nice.
Oh my. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, you can see that.
Yep. I'm gonna put this on the. I'll put this one on my.
Oh, there's those Schultz eyes. $15 a piece. Sold out. Everything's sold out. Albino
lasers.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Oh, that's a pretty price for them too. $30. They were much more than that a little while. Oh, look at those Red Devil Angels. Holy moly, those are beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, they've got the Scleromystax here, but they are sold out at $15 a piece.
Oh, they are. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good price on the gold. Oh, look at them. Whoa.
$30 a piece.
Yeah, but look, I mean, they're stunning. I mean, you get a couple of those breeding on a regular.
They're about the size of a $1/2, 1.5 inches a piece.
Yep, body size is about 1.5 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
So that doesn't include the body. That doesn't include the fin. So it's going to be a good.
Right. And down here it says photo is of the parents.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They are pretty.
Aren't they? I could see some of those in one of my tanks.
I could see some of those in one of your tanks.
Yeah. I mean, I can envision it. Let's put it that way.
Let's see what their shipping is. To ensure the safest journey of our aquatic livestock, we only ship on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. We fast all of our fish for 24 hours before they are shipped. So it may take up to 2 of our shipping days to fulfill your order. With orders that include fish, we only offer 2-day or overnight shipping with UPS. Before placing your order, please make sure to read our 100% arrive alive guarantee.
I wonder what that is.
Well, let's see.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, more info.
Yeah, and Zenny's saying, take my money. And that right about the angels, Zenny? Is that where you're? Aren't they beautiful? Yeah.
At Max, we take great care in packing every order to ensure the safe arrival of our aquatic friends. We want you to have the best experience possible, and we stand behind the quality of our livestock. If unfortunately any of the livestock in your order arrive deceased, we offer a guarantee to make it right. With our guarantee, you have 3 options to choose from: a refund, replacement, or credit towards your next order. If the package is exposed to extreme temperatures for any length of time after delivery, the livestock's health may suffer. So we kindly ask that you promptly inspect your order upon arrival to ensure the health and well-being of your aquatic creatures. Claim process: within 1 hour of delivery. I don't like that. Take a photo of the deceased fish or shrimp in the sealed bag, and that's hard to do sometimes.
You know, some places have you cut their tail off and put it beside them to ensure that they're dead.
Oh, I've never heard.
Oh yeah, Cichlids of America, they're no longer in business.
Well, that's why.
They're required to see the fish with the tail cut off in the photo.
Wow.
That's ruthless. I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't buy from them. And email the photo to Max at maxaquatic.com. It is important to follow the claim process within the specified time frame. Claims made after the 1 hour may not be eligible. That's bullshit. Pardon my French, but please note that our guarantee does not apply to extras. If your purchase includes extras such as 10 plus 2, the plus are not eligible. And that makes sense. If you order 10 plus 2 shrimp and 2 shrimp are dead, you still got the 10 you paid for. You know, that I understand that. However, the main livestock in your order is still covered by the guarantee. Yeah. Aquahuna, you have 3 days.
That is really good.
Yeah. And those stir-by cories, that was 24 hours. And there was one DOA in the bag, and then there was one that died the next day. And I'm still waiting. They're supposed to be shipping me some new ones. I have a tracking number. We shall see. They were the ones that the ammonia was through the roof. They were the ones that I described, those little like bubble bags that are inflated. They're sealed and then inflated. And somebody made the comment about overinflating them, and then when you pop the bag, that the change in air pressure can screw with their swim bladder. I don't remember who said that.
I thought they were saying that it also affects the ammonia in the bag. It'll look like
yeah.
Air hits
So
it.
You want to get them out right away.
Yes, flop and drop.
But then if you open it rapidly with that person, maybe it was Roxanne was saying that it'll affect their swim bladder. I can't remember who said that.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Roxanne. It was Foxy's Fishes. I do believe if it's got too much, if it has too much pressure in there, if it's filled too tight.
Yeah, so then I mentioned, well, maybe you could poke like a pinhole and it'll slowly deflate. But then if you're doing that, the ammonia is spiking.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, actually, if the air's coming out of the bag, nothing. If the CO2 is going out of the bag from the pressure on it, there's no air going in. So that might be a good way to do it to relieve the pressure. But see, so when you clip the bag and all of a sudden a massive amount of air touches it, then you're gonna have a problem. I think. I believe.
And Rainer, I think you mean breather bags, the bags that are sort of semi-permeable.
Yeah. And don't forget.
I've only just gotten those a couple times recently. I had not seen those before. I still use the regular 3 mil poly bags.
I've used breather bags more than I have. I'm just starting to get into the poly bags, but for the longest time I've used all breather bags.
Interesting. And you've had good luck with them.
I have. The only problem I had was when I was trying to ship some baby red zebras, one of their spines of their dorsal fin must have popped a bag because the bag was popped, and I lost 2 fish.
Right, yeah. Very, very funny, Mandy.
For a different channel. Oh. Right. Breeder bag.
You guys crack me up, yeah. That's funny, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys kill me. So, what else happened? So when I got those, he gave me those koi. Kahaku. He gave me those, I guess, to trade on the guppies. And then I bought 10 ember tetras to like put in with my 40 breeder with the 4 ember tetras that are left. They are small and they were absolutely crystal clear when I got them home. They were, just shocked, I guess. So they're coloring up a little now. It's been a couple days. I love ember tetras. They are such pretty little fish. And they will go in with Bob and Carol, as did their fish. And Bob and Carol have never messed with them. I had more. I had 10 originally. And maybe I had 8 originally. And I got they had ick in that tank. And they got it. Only they got it. And I lost 4. But then what else? He gave me a big...
They'll like having those in there.
Yeah.
And it makes them much more comfortable when they're out swimming around. The smaller fish, it's like it lets them know there's not a big predator going to come around. And
that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Then he gave me a big handful of Java moss. We'll see if I can keep it alive.
Oh, I got my Java moss.
I know, and it's like stem plants for me. I cannot keep that alive to save my backside. So I don't know. What do you do?
And in fact, I don't put any fertilizer with my Java moss at all.
Yeah.
upstairs. I got a 29-gallon tank just full of it.
Right.
And the only thing that's in there with them is a few plecos. I got some bristlenose pleco in there, probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
And yeah,
Hence the other channel there, Flatbed. Yeah.
that's what I'm going to put on my eBay next week.
Oh, Java Moss?
Yep.
So, yeah, if you want, then when we got some time together, I'll show you how you search what's sold and price according to what's been selling.
Okay.
Instead of, you can always look on eBay at what people are selling it for, but you can put it up there for $1 million. That doesn't mean it's selling.
Right. I
So
mean, and also the
there's a-
shipping costs. I know plants are cheaper to ship. I've never shipped
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah. And a lot of people ship, free shipping. I offer free shipping on my guppy grass.
I'll tell you something else too. That is very appealing from a buyer
Oh,
standpoint.
yeah.
When I'm on there looking at stuff and I see free shipping, I'm more apt to buy that because I don't know, it just makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I see that. That's a good way to do it. You can add a little more into the price, but that free shipping really stands out.
Yes. Yeah, Mandy, I always thought they should create something called, instead of spell check, intent check. Did you really mean to send this? Yeah, there's a list on the left side of the column of, whatever you're searching in eBay. You can click on something called sold, and you can see what has sold, when the most recent, what people are getting for it. That's important.
Yeah, Audrey, yeah, I don't have one yet, but on Monday I plan on having a product out there just to get started with it, and Ron's going to help me. Because Get Gills, they give us a 2-day notice and they close their.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
31st of last month, huh?
Yep, they're gone. So that my only place to sell now is like word of mouth here, or someplace. And I'm going to do it on
Oh,
eBay.
Jody, I am so sorry.
Oh, I'm very sorry, Jody. Oh,
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss. Be safe. Just,
take care and
Yeah.
yes,
just breathe.
very sorry.
Close to friends, close to family,
Yeah,
And we love you.
that's right.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Oh. Life is so fragile sometimes.
Yeah. Make sure you're safe. That's funny. God, Google. Yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, that's a CapCut, the one that we have to find all the lights in the little CAPTCHA. Is that what it's called?
CAPTCHA. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. Once in a while I see CAPTCHA and it just makes me want to.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it makes you want to swear, doesn't it?
Yeah. I do not like it.
Well, especially with my eyes. Even using this sometimes, I can't see all those damn headlight or
Yeah. I've got 2 eBay accounts.
traffic lights and all that, or bikes.
And I'll go back and forth between them. And I'm trying to ultimately migrate all the fish-oriented stuff over to one. And once in a while, they haven't done it in a while now, but when I go back to the other one, all of a sudden it's like CAPTCHA, and it's like, all the rabbits, or all the birds, or all the traffic lights, or all the buses, or some garbage. It's like, you got to be kidding me.
That's a major pain in the butt.
Yeah,
So,
it is. It really is. Yeah. So anyway. Well, Jeff, we've been at it a couple hours. What do you say we call it a wrap and meet back here on Thursday?
yeah, that sounds good. We'll meet back tomorrow actually at 3:30.
Well, on yours, yeah, at 3:30. 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern, and like I say, everybody else gets to figure it out. Wherever we
Yeah.
are. Yeah. Do I have a link handy for your fish on? Yeah, I actually I only have right now. I only have Mickey Mouse platies as far as fish. I have shrimp up, but I will.
But you have your store overview link. So I think she wants that. That way, when you have more products, you can just go to that. And when you go in there, you can put them on a saved seller. You have the seller. You have the little heart.
Right.
You can do that. That way, you have it on your where it says My eBay. You click on that, it'll show your sellers. That's what I do.
And I'm just going to give you my regular, I've got two. One's called Garage Dash Aquatics.
Oh, she's the FFL page. Nice.
And the other one is, I don't want to contact the seller because that's me. Seller's other items. There we go. And the other one, it's got all kinds of, Kathy and I are doing, oh, Jeff, you're just in time. We were just talking about hitting the road. Here you go, Mandy. Kathy and I started flipping, going thrift storing and flipping stuff there to, because we're both retired, trying to come up with some extra dough. So that's my link to everything. But all the fish stuff is in there. Fish, shrimp, dry goods stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Oh well. So
and Philly made it back in. Rar, she says.
Yep. So wait, I saw Jeff go by there, didn't I? Yeah.
Yep. Kane is here. Yep.
Who's going to keep me company now? Yeah. Gosh. Oh, you did hear me when I said that, huh?
I'm not sure who's up next.
Yeah. Who's on first, actually? I don't know. Third base. Yeah. So yeah, later, Melvin. Appreciate everybody being here. I guess I don't know, trying to be sort of sparing with the time that StreamYard gives me, short of having to do the paid membership for them. So I looked, I think it's like $45 a month. I thought that's a little steep, maybe someday, but
yeah, I figure between the StreamYard and the Restream, it's
yeah.
I mean, I don't see any reason to have to,
Yeah, I came close last month. I had about just short of 2 hours left, but that was the day before. So the next day, it was the beginning of my next 30 days. And that's when my next stream was, so it worked out. So I'm not too worried.
Even if you have a half an hour or more,
yeah,
you can start a stream and you can stream for 4 hours if you want to, or for as long as you want to, because they won't stop a stream.
Oh, does it roll over to the next?
They don't take it off your next 20 either. It's like you start from fresh on the next date.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Fishpam link command on? Who is? I don't get it.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh, that's right. Who's next? Let's try that.
Oh, that's my link, Mandy. Thank you.
Let's try this.
Put my link in the chat. I appreciate that. Thanks. I don't usually do that. I just let anybody else figure out if they can go sort it out if they want to. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Salient Aquatics, there it is. I just did that. Who's next? And
now I get it.
22 minutes.
All right. Well, we should get out of it. That's the other Jesse, yeah?
Yeah, so they're all starting at 7 o'clock apparently.
Right.
Stake it.
And Joey, King of DIY. But Salient is the other Jesse, yes?
Yeah, that's Salient Aquatics.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and he does a stream on, is it Saturday mornings? Or is it Sunday morning? It's like 7 a.m. our time, or our time here, Pacific.
Oh, still too early for me here.
Oh man, I got up and I sort of came in and turned it on, and it's right towards the end. He was just getting ready to wrap it up. So
I'm a 10:30 kind of guy. That's like this. That's when I get up.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Flatbed. Yeah. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base. One of the best skits of all time.
Yeah. Saturday morning, Melvin says. He says, worse at 6 a.m. your time, Ron.
Oh, you know what? Because it was coming on 7, and that's when it was ending. So yeah, Stephen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that and was that? I can't. Oh, it's Saturday morning. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. I mean, that'd be punishment to try to do upstream.
Well, yeah. I was up at 6:30 this morning. And a lot of times I get up that early, and times I get up even earlier. And then there's times I have a Tuesday morning webinar that starts at 7 a.m. my time. And the guy that presents, that's the right word, presents the webinar is in Mountain Time. 8 Ball should run, and Jeff.
Entertain us for a few more minutes.
Yeah. I guess we can hold out until they get ready to start.
Says outlook is good.
Yeah. What the heck? We're glad to be. I'm glad to be. I should never speak for never speak for somebody else. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
There you go. So we are glad to be here then. So yeah, absolutely.
Linky agrees. Linky agrees.
Yeah. I know it's always fun. I really, it's a great group of people, and we cover lots of weird stuff and sometimes some fun stuff. And
my man.
Yeah.
So some people are morning people. They must be stopped.
Yes. When I taught, I had all night classes except Saturday morning. And I had a Saturday morning, I can't remember, it was a 7 a.m. or an 8 a.m. class. And it was 5.5 hours long. And it just, and it was the first class of the semester at the school I taught at. Saturday opened up the semester, either the fall semester or the spring semester. And I was first one there bright and early Saturday morning. So, and yeah, it was tough. So, but what are you going to do? It was a good gig while it lasted. And then it was fun. And then it wasn't. And that's when I left,
Especially those that don't run on coffee. I do run on coffee.
Me too. I had, it's weird. The last couple days, I think I only had 3 cups and I was like bouncing off of stuff. And I'll bet that was fun, June. and usually I can drink 4 or 5 cups, but these last couple days,
this is my 3rd cup today.
Yeah, I had 3, and the last one was, I think, before noon, and I stopped because I was starting to bounce off stuff. So it's my favorite food group.
I want to ask Christine, how many pots have you been through today? She drinks a pots of coffee.
Really? Yeah, I used to.
I probably go through a pot a day, probably, depending on the size of it.
Yeah, we've got a Keurig. I used to have a Mr. Coffee, and I could go through a couple of those. And I got a Keurig now. And so I used to grind my own beans and then make a pot, and then got a Keurig, and it just got easier. And now it's 3, 4, 5 pods a day. So.
Wow.
But does that sound like something out of one of those, I don't know.
It's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, one of those post-apocalyptic movies, yeah, I'm on 5 pods a day.
Oh, yeah. If you're lucky to have that kind of coffee in the apocalypse, it's going to be a commodity, yeah.
Yeah. What's this with Steven here? One day a week, several hour-long class. Yeah. Yeah, and it was hard for my students too. And I, the first week my throat would be so raw, I'd be bleeding from, and mine was one of them. There was a lot of arithmetic, and that's all it was 4th grade arithmetic. It was a basic landscape irrigation class, setting up sprinkler systems. And how can you do that, Cece? Did you look at coffee or what? Yeah.
She says it's an espresso.
Yeah.
I just use a smidge of sugar in mine, but I use cream.
I quit. I figure if I'm going to put that little in it, why not just give it up? So
it's just so
black coffee. Yeah.
I like it. It's just perfect for me.
No, that's good. Yeah, absolutely.
But Cece doesn't drink any coffee. Wow.
Yeah, I like black coffee.
When I first tried coffee way, way back, it was bitter, and I was like, oh, that's no good. But then I started feeling pretty good. I was like, oh, this is not bad. I forced myself to drink it, and now I'm, here I am.
Does coffee keep you up at night, Don? It used to, and it seemed like lately it's not keeping me up at night. But yeah, when I'd start talking, numbers to my class at 8 o'clock in the morning, I could see their little eyes roll back in their heads. And these are adults. I had very few fresh out of high school kids. I taught at community college. And mostly all adults, the same thing. Their little eyes would roll back in their heads, and so I don't know. There's that whole I hate math thing. Oh my God, I hate math, and that was something I tried to just instill my students. You got to learn this stuff. You need just basic. I used to watch CNBC Mad Money with Jim Cramer, and he said to trade stocks, all you need is, fourth grade arithmetic, and that's it. And that was it. And that's what I would try to instill in my students, that, you want to be in landscaping, you need some understanding of numbers. It's like you want to run a nursery, you want to do anything, you got to figure out how much materials you're going to bring in, you got to figure out cost of materials, and blah, blah, blah. And their little eyes would just fold back, and whatever. So somebody new.
Oh,
Raphael Joshua, welcome.
hello.
Yeah.
I think Rainer's saying here, what? Why sugar or milk? Then it's coffee ain't black and good.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. I love a little bit of sugar and creamer in my coffee.
No, and that's what counts. If you like it, you should drink it that way.
Absolutely.
And I used to, and then I started, we used to go to, when I was a kid, older than, 21 or whatever, there was buddies, we'd go to a local coffee shop, God, constantly, and midday for lunch, and be drinking coffee and the little paper packets of sugar, and I'd put that in. And then I got to where I was just putting like a little bit of sugar and a little less. And finally I just quit. And I quit putting milk. My folks were from New England, and they, coffee, you drink coffee, what is it called? Regular. And that's cream and sugar. So you go to a restaurant, you go coffee, and they go regular, yeah, and regular.
Regular is their caffeine and decaf. It's a regular or decaf.
No, regular in a restaurant in on the East Coast, at least in New England, meant cream and sugar.
Really?
Oh yeah,
in Michigan.
And so, no, and you'd have to, and I would have to be really specific. No black, no sugar, please. And they'd look at me. No, I'm serious. Black, no sugar, please. Just give me coffee. Don't mess with it.
As I'm laying down to go to bed. Yeah, that's right. I can go to sleep. It doesn't keep me up.
Yeah, type E.
Oh, New England is where CC grew up. Oh, no, nice. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There's my new hero right there.
I can drink black, no sugar.
No sugar.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's good coffee,
Yeah.
there's some coffee that's just
It could be the best coffee in the world. I'm still going to put a little bit of sugar and creamer.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Mhm.
There's some coffee that's just, restaurant coffee, and a lot of it, parts of Southern California. Here in the Valley, it's not bad, most places, but there's so much chlorine in the water in spots in Southern California that the coffee tastes like, it's awful. And I don't think you could put enough cream and sugar to cover it up. It's just bad.
And in Europe, we understand it's strange not to order your coffee without, but in France, they look at you funny.
What if you order it with or without in France?
Without cream and sugar. I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, screw them. I want black coffee, no sugar, please.
Yeah, that's right. So Zenny puts sugar in hers. Do you put creamer in it too, Zenny?
And it's a mug. I drink. I have a mug of coffee. You've seen my Cracker Barrel mug. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that. So I could almost have a quick disconnect built into my hand. So
I could have a bong.
Yeah. Just IV it.
So they have.
Absolutely, just IV it in. So yeah. It is one of my favorite food groups. Got it. Yeah. No, won't do it.
Oh, wow, look at this. I once drank 3 energy drinks in a row, fell asleep, work another one in my, another one in my hand.
Yeah. Shirley, I didn't even realize you were here. How are you?
Oh, yeah, Shirley, she's been in and out a couple times.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you were here.
I said hello for us.
Thank you.
No problem.
Kathy's son, I guess my bonus son, Jake, got himself in the hospital with the energy drinks.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, his blood pressure was through the roof. He's, I think he just turned 30. So this has been a few years. So he was, early mid-20s ish, right around there. I am fantastic. Thank you. I'm vertical, breathing. The sun is shining. The breeze is blowing. The blades is chirping.
Yep. Any day above the ground is a good day.
Yeah, life is good. I am just grateful. I live every day in gratitude. cappuccinos or cappuccinos. So it's steamed, frothed, yeah, milk and espresso. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
espresso
there you go.
usually, and then I add flavored syrups. So I'm guessing you go to Starbucks. I just got myself in trouble, didn't I?
She's my kind of coffee drinker. That's what I like too.
You know, just Starbucks coffee. It's so strong and just so burnt or whatever, because most people at Starbucks put all that stuff in it. So you know that then you still get the coffee flavor through it, and I get that. And Dunkin' makes some damn good coffee, I think. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, they go good
I don't know
together.
about the pods or but I mean, going into Dunkin' Donuts, good coffee, good donuts, and so they are few and far between in California.
Yeah, there's not many Dunkin' Donuts around anymore. They're still around, but they've decreased the number of their stores, at least in Michigan anyway.
Yeah. When I was visiting my cousin in Swansea, Massachusetts, well, you know, you learn. It took me a long time to learn that gratitude thing, Mandy. Long time. But he turned me on to Dunkin' Donuts when we were back there. He was a bigger coffee head than I am. Could push a button and get it.
2 in the morning.
Yeah. You know, the first thing I do, I get up. If Kathy got up before me, the Keurig's already on. I stick my cup in and make it go, and put a pod in, make it go, and it's already taken too long. And if yeah, I think my wife has too.
Wow.
And then if I'm the first one up, I start that. My cat is roaring at me to feed me. Coffee first, then you get fed. So no Dunkin' in North.
They didn't fly in my house. They always came first.
Yeah.
And I would say it's time for Daddy to have some coffee now. Then they'd leave me alone for a few.
That's kind of a road trip, huh? Go for a cup of coffee all the way to Minnesota and back.
I have a Starbucks just down here on the corner, about half a mile. But I'm not going to spend $7 or $8 on a cup of coffee. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, we've got the closest one's just the other side of the freeway from here, so not too far. Depending on the lights, 10 minutes, if that. Herbal tea in the morning now. Yeah, it's probably better for you. There's a brand called Stash. There's a brand of herbal tea called Stash, and I like their lemon ginger. That's good. Pod coffee doesn't taste great. Yeah, I get that. You know, I get that. I don't know. You know, I think I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Raphael. That I don't know. Maybe I just got used to it. I buy the brand is called Solimo, Solimo, and it's Amazon's brand, and they've got a dark roast. So I, get the 100 count box. Actually, get 2 100 count boxes, and yeah, fresh beans. I get it. Yeah. You know what I think killed it for the beans was I had a grinder. My wife's got a grinder. Maybe I could start using it. And I was using a brand called what were they? It was either, I can't remember, it was Don Francisco or Don Francisco, I think. And they had really good. Yep, good. RJ. All right. Thanks. They had really good beans. I really liked theirs, but it was hard to get. I would get it at a local grocery called Stater Brothers. And then the grinder I had worked well. And one of those little, kind of cartridge grinders or whatever, they're about so big around, that tall. You put the lid on, push the button down, it grinds. And it went. And so I got a new grinder. And the blades on all the new grinders are further off the bottom. So you don't get a good grind. It's the blades need to be closer to the bottom. So it's, I don't know.
Oh, and Cece makes her own herbal teas. I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry, here we are.
There we go. Yeah.
She makes her own, and then
yeah. All right.
I'm trying to extend my life. It's gonna be boring AF, and now I figure I'll test out my. Yeah. Folgers made in a $15 pot is the best. I like it.
So Brian, is that a like a thrift store Mr. Coffee?
I honestly love all coffee, but I like some better than others.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So,
Yep.
yeah. Well, I guess now we can talk about packing it up and give everybody a chance to go to the, go to the loo,
If they wanted
go to the refrigerator, and get on whoever's stream they're going on next. So,
absolutely.
so we'll try it now. So we'll again tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern for Jeff, and
2:30
then
Central. Yep.
and Thursday 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern for my stream. And maybe we'll come up with a topic, or maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll have to put our heads together.
I got to think of something for tomorrow. I haven't really done that yet, so I'll work
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We
So
have
everybody, we have our member only in an hour. All right, cool.
all right.
Cool. So we'll give you guys some room too. And in the meantime, say hi to Roxy. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So, and there's Jeff Peasline right
Thank
there.
you. Thank you, Mandy, so much. Thank you.
Yeah. We do appreciate that very much.
Absolutely.
So love y'all. Take care. Have a great evening.
Much love, everybody.
Prayers for Jody and her friend's family.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
Yeah. All right. Take care, y'all. And thank you. I'm sorry. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot. Yes, that's nice.
All right. Take care.